Every once in a while, a car comes along that feels less like just another release and more like a turning point. And that's exactly the vibe surrounding Tesla's upcoming Model 2, set for 2026. This is the car that's been whispered about for years, rumored as Tesla's most affordable, most accessible electric vehicle yet. But now, we're finally starting to get a clearer picture of what to expect. And honestly, it looks like the Model 2 could completely reshape the EV market. So let's talk about what we know so far, what's been hinted, and why this car is already sparking so much buzz. First off, let's start with the design. Tesla has always gone for that clean, futuristic look, and the Model 2 is no different. Though this time, the word is it's going to be a little more compact, a little sportier, but still unmistakably Tesla. Picture something slightly smaller than a Model 3, but with sharper angles and a bold, modern silhouette. Think city-friendly size, but with enough road presence that you don't feel like you're driving a tiny commuter box. And of course, Tesla being Tesla, expect sleek LED headlights, flush door handles, and a minimalist but eye-catching body. It's got that balance of practicality and style, and I think a lot of people are going to love that. Now, here's where things get interesting. There's been a lot of talk about what's under the hood, or well, under the floor in this case. The Model 2 is expected to feature a hybrid approach to power, not in the traditional gas-electric sense, but more of a flexible electric setup. Tesla's been experimenting with different battery chemistries, and the rumor is that the Model 2 will offer both a standard range version with lithium iron phosphate batteries and a longer range option with more advanced chemistry. That basically means affordability without sacrificing performance. So if you just need a city cruiser, you can get one at a lower price. And if you want something for longer road trips, you'll have that option too. And get this, there's also buzz about the Model 2 offering some light off-road capability. Now, don't expect it to be a rock-crawling beast like a Jeep Wrangler, but Tesla knows people love versatility. So imagine a hatchback-style EV with just enough ground clearance, maybe an all-wheel drive option, and software that adapts traction control for dirt or gravel roads. That's pretty exciting if you've ever dreamed about an EV you can confidently take out of the city without worrying about scraping the bottom on a dirt trail. And of course, Tesla being Tesla, expect sleek LED headlights, flush door handles, and a minimalist but eye-catching body. It's got that balance of practicality and style, and I think a lot of people are going to love that. Now, let's talk about the big one, price. This is what makes the Model 2 such a game changer. Tesla has hinted that it wants this car to land around $25,000. That's a price point that completely shifts the EV conversation, because suddenly you've got a Tesla that's not just for the luxury crowd, but for the everyday driver. If they can pull this off while keeping solid range and performance, it's going to be huge. Think about it. The Model 3 was already Tesla's affordable option, but it still sits closer to $40,000. Dropping that by 10 or even 15 grand opens Tesla up to an entirely new audience. College students, first-time car buyers, families looking for a second car. This is the move that could push EV adoption to the mainstream in a way we haven't seen before. Of course, anytime a new Tesla is on the horizon, the big question is, how does it stack up against past models? Well, compared to the Model 3, the Model 2 is smaller, cheaper, and more city-focused. But that doesn't mean it's less. Instead, it feels more like Tesla taking everything they've learned, the performance, the battery tech, the minimalist interior, and condensing it into something more accessible. Compared to the Model Y, the Model 2 will obviously be less about space and more about efficiency. But if Tesla really does add that light off-road versatility, it could be this interesting middle ground between a city hatchback and a lifestyle crossover. And honestly, that's a pretty unique spot in the market. So where does that leave us? Well, if Tesla delivers on all these promises, the design, the flexible battery options, the affordable price tag, and maybe even some fun surprises along the way, the 2026 Model 2 could easily become the most important Tesla yet. It's not about being the fastest or the flashiest or the most luxurious. It's about being the EV that finally feels attainable to just about everyone. And that's why the anticipation is so high. Because this isn't just another Tesla. It's potentially the car that makes electric vehicles truly mainstream. Personally, I can't wait to see it hit the roads. And I don't know about you, but I think once people start spotting these in their neighborhoods, the demand is going through the roof. So what do you think? Would you consider the Model 2 if it really does come in around 25 grand? Do you think Tesla can actually pull off all these features at that price point? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys are excited about or skeptical about. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and subscribe if you want to stay up to date on everything happening in the world of cars and EVs. The future of Tesla is looking really interesting, and the Model 2 might just be the car that changes the game.